aware of their own finances and their own situation, including me. Like, as conscious as I am, I feel like it's time for me to get more conscious about it. I'm like, well, okay, I seen what this just did. I've been here before, my own personal life, but I'm like, I see what this is doing. This is a reminder, right? So whatever I do next, right? Of like, I've been putting off writing my books for a minute. Now I really have to do it because that's income that's not needed by the world. Like, it's not. I don't have to go out into the world to get that. You know what I'm saying? I can do it all solely from my computer and my desk.
Yeah.
Right. Put it on Amazon or whatever, let it rip. Like, I'm good that way if I just go ahead and do that shit. And that's what this really did remind me of. I was like, well, okay, whatever my next move is, I have to start generating in a way where I can generate from, my desk.
Yep.
That's it. Whether it be a podcast, whether it be a book, whether it be, anything, teaching, anything. It has to be something that I got some power over. And I can do it from my own crib.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like having to go out into the world and coming home because it makes me paranoid. I'm one of them because I'm conscious of how this shit works. Like, I'm one of them. I'm paranoid. I get a tickle in my throat. I'm paranoid. I wake up, body hurt. I'm paranoid. But these are normal things for me.
Yeah.
Get a sinus headache. Oh, I'm paranoid. Like, yo, I know what it is. I know the remedies to these, but that's my point. It's just like when you're younger, right? Like, you're young, and you have unprotected sex for the first time with somebody you're not unsure. Like, you're not sure you should have. Every tickle on your balls, you think it's something serious.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, she burnt me. Oh shit, you ain't even peed yet. You think you bring up her. That's how it is with this.
Yeah.
Because every week they dropping some new shit. Like, it can only be spread by the swapping of bodily fluids. No, now it's airborne. You can't do motherfucker by talking to somebody. What? Like, what? Oh shit.
You breathe too hard.
Yo, they was just talking to me last night. I knew they breath smelled like they had this shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it turns into. So it's like, what else do you really want from society at this point? Because that's what happened. You keep saying that you can get it all these ways. People are going to get into this to F it, take me now mentality. Like, this is, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, I think this is one of the things, and I know this is off the cuff a little bit. We should really rethink prison reform during this time frame, and I can tell you why. Two things we need to re-examine: marriage and prison reform. And I say that because people are really learning that they cannot sit still. People are having a hard time living within the confinement of their own home. Think about it, their own homes. Like, they're losing their minds. They want to lash out at the people inside their own home. Because they're used to being so busy out in the world. It's hell for them to sit in home.
Facts.
At home. Now, I can understand when you're a kid and you got to stay at home with parents that, they don't know what to do, so they try to put all the burdens on you. I get that. But when you grown, you can't even allow yourself to be a prisoner of a life you've created. Think about that for a second. That's a wife, husband that you chose. Those are kids that you made. This is a house that you chose and you choose to pay rent on.
Yeah.
Or mortgage, however you want to put it. You can't even be a prisoner of a heaven of your own making. I don't even want to call it hell. This is what you created for yourself. And you can't even be in it. So imagine prison.
Yeah.
You expect motherfuckers to do this shit for years, and then you want to release them? And then make life even harder for them when they get out? I'm like, yo, we gotta start re-looking at some shit, man.
Yeah, we can get it. Prison reform is, yeah.
What?
I said that's a good conversation one day.
Shit, the same with like the housing market. I think this time frame, it should have put a lot of us, like middle class people who would be considered middle class or upper lower class. All of us should be considering buying houses after this. It sounds stupid. Hear me out. The banks are going to be the first ones to receive some type of break when it comes from the government, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You hear me? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So the bank's going to do that. You get a loan from a bank, get your house, boom, right?
Yeah.
So that means 9 times out of 10, they're going to do what? They're going to offset you because you're loaning from the bank. You probably get a message saying, hey, hold off of this under the circumstances, blah, blah, blah. Or at least let them know, hey, I'm being affected by coronavirus, lay it off, blah, blah, blah. They'll probably fuck with you, right? It's different when you're paying rent. You're paying rent. Let's be real. You're already probably paying more than you would have paid in mortgage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you live in the suburbs, right? The person who owns their home or took a loan out for their home, they probably pay less a month than you do paying your rent. And let's be real, your rent's going to go up every year. So you're really paying more for your rent. Right? So when circumstances like this happens, not only are you probably living check to check off of it, you know what I'm saying? You're more susceptible to being put out on the street. Because they're not looking at it the same way. Now, if you was just attached to the bank, they probably could have fucked with you. You're attached to a company who's attached to the bank. They can benefit off the bank. You can't. Unless you got somebody who's conscious of money like that, but they're not going to be that conscious. So they going to look at it like, well, whatever, we can replace you. Get you out since you can't afford this. We'll replace you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, I'm like, this should be a wake-up call. The housing market should be booming after this. This should be a time frame where people are learning the stock market because you get a lot of people that want to do what? They want to sell right.
Yeah.
Everybody's afraid to buy, but they want to sell. My thing is this, right? You still have steady income coming. When they drop off this $1,200, you should be buying some stock trade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, put that shit back in. Because what's going to happen? They're going to save them first. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the whole stimulus package thing is to do what? To save them first.
Yeah.
They don't care who's dying. Like, let's get this out of y'all heads. Like, yo, they don't give a fuck about you dying. Let's like, they don't care about that. Like, they look at it as a necessary sacrifice. And half of them will tell you it's a necessary sacrifice for the economy. Think about that for a second. So why don't you attach yourself to something that you know that they're going to try to save first?
Yeah. That's definitely...
If you feel like you're losing, don't worry. It'll bounce back.
That's definitely how it goes.
Attach a lot of your income to what you know that they're going to try to save first. The housing market. Boom. Everybody's talking about, no. But think about it. The housing market is going to collapse. If you own your home, that's not even going to be something you're going to have to worry about now, is it? Unless you're trying to sell. Think about it. Once you've paid off your home, you have your home. Pay your taxes, but even then, like, you have your home, right?
Yeah.
So if the housing market fall off, all right, unless you selling or buying, it's not really something you got to be concerned with. Now, if you paying rent, right, and you get laid off, you might have some issues. But if you've already generated money from stocks and bonds, and you got some type of income you can get from home, like I said, podcasts, write books, etc., like, you set yourself up to be covered on a rainy day, regardless. And I feel like this time frame, for the motherfuckers who not sitting in the corner singing Kumbaya with their babies and shit, like, yo, get to working. Start researching all this shit.
Yeah.
Learn how to stay healthy. Start learning how to grow your own foods. Because this, don't get me wrong, like, fruits and veggies and stuff, people not going for that. Learn how to grow your own toilet paper.
Hey.
You know what I mean? But nah, just all jokes aside, bro. This is the time frame. I feel like at least become conscious. I'm not saying you got to learn everything now, but become conscious of your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's like, look at it. Like, yo, did you get laid off? All right, you got laid off of your job. All right, so this is time for him to learn. Hey, what am I good at where I don't need a company to be the basis of my survival?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, now is the time for him to really examine yourself, examine your spirit, examine your relationship with God, examine your individuality and self-reliance.
Yeah.
Like, this is the time for him to do it. Can you cook? Learn how to cook now. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like, because, you know, you can't just go out and trust everybody cooking. Everybody's not even open the way they used to. So then I was like, all right, learn if you can cook. Learn if you know how to properly clean the area.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Learn what really motivates your family from day to day. Learn what keeps them occupied. Learn what keeps them in good spirits. Learn how to adjust to their emotional climate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that shit is hard. Like, my son has grown into a social butterfly, right? Weird thing. When we put him in school, the whole point was for him to get, you know, to become social. You know, we would take him to church and stuff. He's the only child, so he doesn't mind sitting in the corner by himself, right? Like, he doesn't. He give him a couple toys, he sit there and mind his business. But now he's at a point now where he's, you know, he finally started playing with other kids and he, you know, a little social butterfly. He's trying to figure out why he can't go to school. You know what I mean? Why he can't go to church. Why we can't go to Jackson. Like, he wants to see people.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird to me because, you know, I'm the opposite. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think about it. I see UNT, once every blue moon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, together, you know, we see each other once every blue moon. Like, so I'm kind of, you know, I'm used to just, you know, going to work, coming home, doing my work, whatever. My son, even at 3, I forget, he has a social life. He's always around family and friends. His day-to-day, he's around family and friends. And now he's in a position where he misses his family and friends.
Yep.
And what was worse on him before all this, he was sick prior to this. You get what I'm saying? So he had already missed like a week and a half from being away from everybody.
Yeah.
And we saying, all right, once you get better, boom. So he gets better, the world gets sick.
Oh.
And I'm trying to explain that to him, like, well, the world's sick right now. And he understands to an extent, but he's like, well, hey, I want to go to Jackson. He wants to go be up under his grandma, his aunt, so, you know. And I can't be mad at him for it. It just hurts because I have to learn how to adapt to that emotion, an emotion that I'm detached from personally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that dawned on me one day. Like, wow. Like, I can get him doing stuff because he's curious and things of that nature. It didn't dawn on me, how do you cater to somebody who's lonely? Now, of course, he got mommy and daddy, but he doesn't have any siblings. His cousins live in Jackson, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
We cool, but we not, you know, we not his friends. You know, like, we not everybody else who gives him a break from us. So, you know, it's different. You got to learn how to deal with that emotional aspect of it. Yeah, we
Oh, yeah.
It's time for him to do that shit, man.
Yeah, man, we definitely gonna have to figure something out moving forward, because, you know, this is a really good, I'm gonna call it a reset time, but it's a good reflection time, and, you know, everybody's gonna come out of this different, and it's gonna be really cool, but also challenging, adjusting to everybody's difference, you know, because it's like, it reminds me of basic training.
Yeah.
When I was in basic training, we weren't allowed to have calendars. So we didn't know what day of the week it was, except Sunday. And we didn't know how many days left.
Yeah.
So we just in there looking at each other like, man, who is you? Who is you? So, you know, in the midst of getting to know other people, you start learning about yourself a little more. So, you know, I feel like that's going to be really critical for this time. You know, we'll definitely get through it, and I'm just ready for that next phase and that next step, because, you know, I'm already thinking about it. You know, like, I got my whole 6 months after this type plan going on, so. Yeah. But, all right, Pokey, had fun today. Good. You good?
Man, you know, solid